Hey guys, hello, get back with another video back. And yeah, so I'm gonna react to the top 10 overrated creepypasta, and it was the wrong one. I didn't get the right one because Guillermo Garcia, the subscriber, told me to react to it. He said that it was the wrong one, and I found it. So now I found it. So guys, so we're gonna react to it. So let's do this.
So, since I made my list of the most underrated creepypastas in my eyes, it seems only natural to do one about the most overrated creepypastas in my eyes. These stories, for whatever reason, gains so much notoriety and attention for all the wrong reasons. Whether it's awful writing, poor grammar, or contrived storytelling, these stories really get on my nerves, as they receive so much love when other, much better stories don't. Now keep in mind, overrated doesn't always mean bad, and this is simply my opinion. If you like these stories, that's absolutely fine. I just don't. So please, be mature in the comments section. I know this is YouTube, but we can all be adults here and have calm discussions about creepypastas. Getting mad at me for simply having a different opinion than you regarding internet stories is simply childish and rude. Also, I'm going to assume you've all read these stories in advance, because they're all fairly big creepypastas. And if you haven't, I think I might have saved you. So with all of that said and out of the way, it's time to present the top 10 creepypastas that make me lose faith in the whole community. Alonzi.
Nothing means more to me than this game. I don't want to kill all these.
Number 10. Squidward suicide? I bet a lot of you are gasping.
This again. You know what? I'm not gonna complain, guys. Let's do it because I don't care. Let's do it.
Now, Squidward suicide? The one Hoodoo has repeatedly stated he loves on numerous occasions? Just letting you guys know, numbers 10, 9, and 8 on this list are stories that I actually like, although I can definitely see why people find them overrated, and therefore, they're on the list. But yes, I can agree, Squidward suicide is overrated. The story, as much as I love it for introducing me to the creepypasta universe, is forced. The dead children are just there to add shock factor to the story, which is kind of unfortunate. So yes, I can definitely see why people love the story, and I can see why people don't. So yeah, it's on the list. Number 9. Slender Man. Like I said, I like Slender Man. I do. I consider him rather scary and interesting. And Marble Hornets is fantastic. But seriously guys, there are better pastas out there. I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing him everywhere. Games, movies, radical fans, ugh. He's got it all. There's not much else to say. Let's move on. Number 8. Ben Drowned. Well, Ben Drowned. This story is loved by tons and tons of people, me included. You all know the story. Haunted game cartridge, spooky stuff starts happening, creepy statue, reverse music, and Cleverbot. But to be honest, when I first read the story, I found it to be rather confusing, probably because I hadn't played Majora's Mask before, and not as scary as many would lead me to believe. The story has, in my opinion, become very overhyped in recent years. That doesn't mean the story is bad though. It's very well written and creepy. Just not as creepy as I personally thought it was gonna be. And putting it at number 1 on like every single goddamn creepypasta list is getting really old, guys. Believe me, I know. Number 7. Laughing Jack. Well, now we're getting into the territory where fangirls all over the world are getting their pitchforks and torches ready. Laughing Jack is not a good story. Yes, I said it. It's poorly written, forced, and illogical. For starters, the family dog is brought in simply to get killed. The story is filled with gore for no other reason than to have gore. The police tell the mother and James to go back inside, even though the burglar who had destroyed their house could very well return later. And Jack's character is not explained at all. There are no motivations for him. And I know it's explained in his origin story, but I haven't read that one, and I don't plan to. A friend of mine summarized it for me, and I don't feel like reading it. Why did Jack's original owners suddenly decide to start killing people? He needs a goddamn motivation for it. He acted normal before, so why is he a serial killer all of a sudden? And why did he never open Jack's box for years? Why did Jack not get out of it earlier? Why did he kill his owner in the end? Why does he decide to go look for more people to kill? Just because it's a game? No, that's not enough. There are snippets of something good in here somewhere, but it's overshadowed by the major flaws in the story, which ultimately drags it down for me. So yeah, I don't like it. It wasn't terrible, but it certainly wasn't good either. Number 6, Eyeless Jack. Another Jack? Nah, whatever. This story feels incredibly brief and left no impact on me whatsoever. While Laughing Jack gave us a decent main character, the mother, Eyeless Jack gives us Mitch, a completely blank Mary Sue who is not interesting in the slightest. The monster in the story doesn't even make much sense. Why does he eat kidneys? How was he able to remove Mitch's kidneys without him noticing? And why did he cut Mitch on his face at first if he simply wanted his kidneys? And why did Mitch think the most logical thing to do when confronting the thing was to take a picture of it, not scream for help, call the police? Forced, contrived, and left no impact on me whatsoever. Number 5, Sally/Play With Me. This story offends me.
Things are getting real tonight.
It takes a very serious subject and uses it as nothing more than a plot device. If you didn't know, the main character in the story, Sally, is raped by her uncle at the age of 6. First of all, there's no motivation for why he decides to do this. I guess you don't have to understand a character's motivations if you just pass him off as nuts. And besides, it could have easily been taken out of the story, as her uncle still just kills her the next day or so later. It feels so forced, so contrived, and that really offends me. Including such a serious and terrible subject as rape in a story simply for shock factor is simply disgusting. And the worst part, when Sally tells her mother that her uncle touched her, her mother simply brushes it off as a bad dream. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what made me loathe this story. And after Sally's killed by her uncle, for no reason whatsoever, she's suddenly a paranormal killer who kills people. Why? Why does she start killing people? Why does she become paranormal? Explain, story! Explain! Number 4, Tailstall. Ah yes, the infamous Tailstall. I don't get it. Why are people so afraid of this little doll? It's like a foot tall, and the story behind it is just ridiculous. How the hell would a little doll be able to murder people? It will get squashed like a bug. It's so dumb. Why does it kill people? And how is it able to phase out of your television screen? Why would programmers even put such a feature in a game? So yeah, Tailstall sucks.
Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. That'll do.
Number 3, Sonic.exe. So first we had Laughing and Eyeless Jack, now we have Tailstall and Sonic.exe? This story is just awful, plain and simple. Poorly written, forced, contrived, unoriginal, cliched, illogical, it's got it all. While Tailstall deals with something that could possibly happen to anyone, Sonic.exe deals with what the main character, Tom, goes through. And holy hell, is Tom a narcissist. I'll get to that in a minute though. But yes, the story gives us no motivation or reason for why Sonic suddenly decides to start killing his friends. Slow day in the office, I guess. There's no explanation for how the game is able to break the fourth wall. Tom in the story is a huge, excuse my language here, pussy, and doesn't even listen to his friends' possibly final wish. How was he able to remember and describe the title screen in such great detail if he only saw it for a split second? And if you remember how it looked like, why did he just pass it off as a glitch? Yeah, totally a glitch. And once again, how the hell would Sonic be able to phase through the damn computer screen? And a bloody Sonic plushie? Really? That's what everything built up to? Such a huge letdown, and completely ruined any plausibility and dignity that this story had left, if it had any. So about Tommy Boy here being a narcissist, well, let me explain. I would like to thank Shimeji Terezi for bringing this wonderful blog post to my attention. This blog post was the author of the original story's response to the story being moved to the Trollpasta wiki. I'm not making this shit up. I'm gonna read it word for word. Get your barf bags ready. I deeply regret to inform you all that I received some bad news. The admins of the Creepypasta Wiki have finally decided to delete Sonic.exe off of the wiki on the grounds that it was badly written and had too many cliches and was a bad example of what should be a creepypasta. Bull friggin' horseshit. As you can see, I am furious with the fact that my masterpiece, you call your own work a fucking masterpiece? Which has won the hearts of millions and has made a massive impact on the internet, is being brought down by a bunch of jealous, arrogant, retarded fury haters. But that does not mean I'm just gonna sit down and take this lightly. Nope, 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 nope. They've been messing with the bull, and now they've called out the horns. Listen everyone, I need your help with this. We are at war here. I want every Sonic artist, every follower of my creation about this. Tell your friends who are also Sonic.exe fans if they praise Sonic.exe like you've never have before.
So guys, I'm gonna end the video, so I'll see you guys next video. Peace.